Hello and welcome. So, you've decided to purchase some physical gold or silver? Well, you're in the right place. In this video I'm going to talk you through how to go about purchasing some physical gold or silver and some of the things you need to think about. I will be talking mainly from a perspective of a UK buyer, but if you're based in another country, hold tight because there'll definitely be some information in this video which will apply to you as well. So let's get into it. First thing you need to do is ask yourself why, or what do you expect from owning physical gold or silver. I'm going to assume you've already decided it's right for you and you're thinking more long term rather than short term. If you're expecting the prices of gold or silver to shoot the moon next month or next year, it's very unlikely. It could happen, but very unlikely. If that's the kind of investment you're after, then you're probably best looking elsewhere. If you're purchasing gold or silver because you want to hedge against economic instability, financial instability, as well as having a savings account, and also hedging against the stupidity of our governments, because we all know what they've been carrying on with the past 18 months or longer. The deficit spending now amongst all countries is getting quite concerning. So being able to hedge against that with gold or silver and even other assets is definitely going to be crucial moving forward if you want to retain your purchasing power. Okay, so the next thing you need to think about is storage. How far do you need to go with storage? I personally believe you need to go as far as you can with storage. If you're thinking of getting a cheap safe, £100, $100 safe off Amazon or something and sticking it in your wardrobe upstairs, then that's not good enough. If someone breaks in, they're going to rip that open, or they're just going to carry it off. It would be quite heavy to carry off if it's rammed full of silver, but still, you need to think about hiding your stash, not just how secure it is. If you can get the perfect balance of two, you can go out there and get wall safes, floor safes. There's a lot of good hiding places throughout your home if you get creative. Strongly urge you to think a lot of this through. The more layers deep it is, the better. Even if it's awkward to get access to, it's well worth doing for your peace of mind. So that if you are unfortunate somebody does break in, the chances are they're not going to find it. And even if they do find it, it could still be a real pain for them to get into. And most break-ins, most thieves, they just want to get in and out. So if you can make it as awkward for them as possible, then you're definitely stacking the deck in your favour. Another thing you can think about is, do you have any family members with a house and they don't plan on moving anytime soon, where you could store some of it there? It may not seem like a big issue now, but if you're purchasing long term, it starts to take up quite a lot of space, especially silver. After your first few rolls, and once you fill your first safe, it can be quite an issue. So if you've got any family members that you trust, certainly see if they'll help you out there. And the same applies for when you put it in theirs as well. You want to make sure that it's out of sight, out of mind, and secure. Now, you could outsource the storage to bank safety deposit boxes or bullion vaults as well. I personally wouldn't do those two, but that doesn't mean they can't be right for you. A couple of things you need to think about if you decide that's a way for you to go is, with the bank safety deposit boxes, you may not always be able to get access to it, and in some kind of financial emergency, be it personal or some kind of economic collapse, then that could definitely be an issue. If you need to get your hands on it right there and then, you may not be able to do so. Also, with bullion vaults, you need to be very careful and read all the small print. They normally do have handling charges. You have to obviously see what the charges are anyway, make sure that it's going to be worth doing. And like I say, make sure you read all the small print. It's very important. I know it's boring, but the reason being is some of these bullion vaults, if you purchase the metal from them, let's say if you purchase 1 ounce of gold and you want to store it, they may say to you in the small print that that 1 ounce of gold is actually part of a 1 kilo gold bar, and many other people have also got a 1 ounce of gold in that 1 kilo bar. So if you ever want to take delivery of that 1 ounce of gold, that could be an issue. This has gone on a few times with different bullion vaults, so it's definitely something to be aware of, and if you're going to go into it, make sure you read all the small print. Very important. Now, where should you buy and sell your physical gold or silver? There's a few places in the UK. Wherever you decide to get it from, make sure they've got a good reputation. You know, when you're first getting started in this, you don't want to just go on eBay and try and find a bargain. It's obviously a bad idea. There are a lot of fakes out there, so getting it from a reputable dealer is definitely a very important thing to do when you're first getting started. Some places I've ordered from in the UK are Chards, Bullion by Post, ATS Bullion. I found they've all got quite good customer service. They've all been in the business for years, so you know what you're getting is kosher. A couple other places you can purchase from is if you're looking at getting some sovereigns, you can get them from your local pawn shops, local jewellers. Just make sure you're not overpaying for them. They usually are ever so slightly higher than what you can get online, but not much in it at all. And if you've got cash you want to get rid of, it's a perfect thing to do. Also with the sovereigns is the capital gains tax free as well for when you sell, because they're classed as legal tender in the UK. And that leads us on to what it is you should be buying, what's right for you. Now I personally buy Britannias and sovereigns only. Reason being, accumulating this stuff over a large amount of time, a long time period. When you come to sell, especially if in a few years the prices of gold and silver increase dramatically, which I'm expecting them to, if you sell a big bunch of gold or silver, you may go over the capital gains tax threshold in the UK. As of recording of this video, the current threshold is £12,300. Now that may sound like a lot. You may think, oh well, you know, I'm not going to go over that. But if you're collecting for a number of years, you know, let's just say if you've got 11 ounces of gold, let's say, and they double in price, and 11 ounces, you know, you can quite easily accumulate that over time, even if you're starting on a budget. And if they double in price from today's spot price, then you're going to be over that threshold. And obviously if you've got more, then you're going to be taxed on what you've got left after the £12,300. So for me personally, I take advantage. Being in the UK, we've got Britannias, which you can see on screen now. We've got sovereigns, which are all capital gains tax free just because they're legal tender. So if I had 100 ounces of gold, 100 gold Britannias, and I sold them and I made £100,000 profit on all of that, let's say, then I'm not going to get taxed at all on that transaction. Very important to keep that in mind, just because if gold and silver get overvalued at some point and you want to trade them up for some other assets, then you don't want to be getting taxed on that if you can help it. I'm sure there's some patriots watching this that love paying tax, so if you like paying tax, then maybe go for gold bars or something else. But I personally, I don't like paying tax. So if I can get away with not paying it legally, then I will do so, and this is one of those ways. A couple other things to take note of. Once you're getting started out, do not go out and buy any collectible coins, any commemorative coins, anything like that. The chances are you're just going to overpay for something, and if you don't know what you're looking at, which I'm guessing you don't because you wouldn't have watched this video this far, then you're very likely to not get those premiums back when you come to sell. So stay away from any collector pieces, at least when you're first starting out. If you just want to buy as close to spot price as possible, then bars are definitely worth looking at. One other thing I'll mention is silver in the UK, we get charged VAT when we buy. So the spread on physical silver is quite large. So that's definitely something to bear in mind. If you're looking for something to hold your wealth a little bit better, then gold's definitely for you. but silver's definitely got more potential in terms of gains in percentage. A lot of the dealers that I mentioned earlier, they'll actually have on the website how much they buy gold or silver Britannias for, or whatever it is you're looking to sell. So go on their site, see what the sell price is, and obviously what the buy price is. You'll see that silver, the spread is massive, whereas with gold it's not the case. So if you're looking at starting out, then get some gold first. The best way of learning is to get some skin in the game, and then you'll find you'll start paying a lot more attention to what's going on with the gold and silver prices, what's going on in the world of precious metals. Now there's a lot I haven't covered on this video. Make sure you drop a comment below. One other thing I forgot to mention as well is a good place to source silver for the cheapest prices is the Silver Forum. Now think of the Silver Forum as like a Gumtree for silver, for buying silver. You need to make sure that you're checking out the sellers, make sure they've been on there for a while, good feedback, so you don't get ripped off. And like I say, if you can think of anything I've missed, please let me know in the comments below. I may do a few more videos because it's quite a big subject. I'd personally stay away from ETFs, paper gold or silver. As they say in this game, if you can't hold it, then you don't own it. So there you go. Let me know in the comments below how you feel. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm going to be posting regular videos to keep you updated on what's going on in the world, what's going on in the financial world, as well as the world as a whole, and most importantly, how to stay ahead.